Hello everyone. We are going to learn certain properties about an object. Even without having a physical contact, it can attract or repel some other substances. I hope you can guess about what object I am speaking. Yes, of course, it is about the magnet. If you want to move an object that is either the push or a pull, generally we have some kind of physical contact. But this object can pull or push the substances, certain substances, without having physical contact. Now let us know a few things about the magnet. Now, I hope that you are all familiar with the word magnet. We have a different types of magnet depending on their shapes. Bar magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet, horseshoe magnet. So the shape and the size depends on their uses. Generally, these magnets are made up of iron or steel. But nowadays, it is being made with certain alloys. So first of all, this is a new word that you are using, alloy. What is an alloy? It is a combination of certain elements with a specified ratio. So they will have certain special properties, and we are using their special properties in order to make the magnets. Now, some interesting thing. You can do this activity at home. Collect some of the materials, some of the things that you find it in your house. Take a bar magnet and bring it to these substances that you have collected and group them. There will be few substances which can be attracted, and there will be few substances which may not be attracted. Now you categorize them. These are the substances which have been attracted by magnet, and these are the substances which are not attracted by the magnet. Now I hope we are entering into a certain few definitions. That is magnetic materials and non-magnetic materials. The materials which are attracted by magnets are called magnetic materials. Already you have that group of elements, a group of things which you are finding in your house, which are being attracted like a pins, nails, some bolt, nut. These are all the elements or the things which are being attracted by the magnet. Now suppose you are going to have a piece of wood or a mug, plastic mug or something like that. You bring it near the magnet. That may not be attracted. Yes, the materials that are not attracted by the magnets, we call them as non-magnetic materials. Let us do an activity to find one of the properties of the magnet. Now, in case that you come across a bar magnet, just tie it in a piece of string and hang it. Now it will swing here and there. Then after swinging for some time, it will come to rest. Now there is something that you have to observe. When it comes to rest, it always comes to rest in the north and the south direction. And this property, we call it as the directional property of a magnet. I come again, whenever the suspended magnet, freely suspended magnet, when it allowed to come to rest, it always comes to rest in the north-south direction. And this property, we call it as the directional property of a magnet. So the direction you should remember, and where this property is used. We use this property in the construction of magnetic compass. So you know that is a magnetic compass generally is used by the sailors to know the direction and so on. Now let us do an activity by bringing two bar magnets together, and let us see and observe how do they behave. Now when the light poles, for example we say north and the north pole, when they are brought together, brought nearer, and we can feel there is a force of a repulsion in our hand. Similarly, when we bring this south pole and the south pole together, closer and closer, we can feel the same type of force of a repulsion. Now what we are going to do? We are going to bring the opposite pole. I'm going to bring a north pole in one magnet. I'm going to bring a south pole in a bar magnet. When a north pole and a south pole of the two bar magnets are brought together, when you come little closer, you will feel a kind of force which is going to bring you both your hand closer. We call it as the force of attraction. My dear children, from this we conclude that is like poles they repel and unlike poles they attract. I repeat once again, the like poles repel and unlike poles attract. That is, a north and north will repel, south and south will repel, north and south will attract, and south and north will attract. This property we call it as a attraction and a repulsion property of magnet.